morning. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my cute little fake meow updo for working from home and having to be on video chats and video meetings. And I'm also going to be showing you a nice little face that you can do while you're working from home, so that way you still feel like your glamorous and fabulous self. But it doesn't take that long and you look great regardless of whether you're going out to your mailbox, going outside, cooking your lunch, or working from home like the rest of us. So stay tuned for this video. I'll be showing you guys the products and my steps, and hopefully you can do it as well at home. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my hair down and I'm gonna recreate this bun, but I'm gonna recreate it in a neater way. So how to do a bun that's gonna still look good, but doesn't take like all of the time. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna separate my perimeter out. So mainly just the front of my head. And once I have that out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and rubber band it. The rest of this is gonna be super, super simple. So all I'm gonna do is pin my hair up in a nice ponytail. Once I have this ponytail up, and if you need to get up and stand up, this does work a lot better if you do have a little bit of texture to your hair. And then I'm just gonna take my rubber band. If you guys notice, it looks like I have two, but I really actually have a headband. I look a little crazy. I have a headband that I double up so that way I can have extra the support and I'm not breaking my smaller rubber bands. So once you have your ponytail up, you're gonna go ahead and secure it. This is not the official secure, this is just one for shape. I like to just rest my hair right here. That way I can take care of the front. So the goal of this is to make sure that the front looks nice and neat and cleaned up. So I'm gonna be taking a little bit of gel just to kind of slick back my front, put it into my ponytail and make this ponytail look a lot neater. So keep watching.
Here you'll see me take all of my edge control and I'm gonna apply it all to the front. And I do it all at once, that way I don't have to keep dipping back into my jar. And then that way I can just continue to twist and keep going. I'll be taking each lock and twisting it in a clockward motion. So that way my hair goes all in the same direction. And then twisting it in a slight beginning of a Bantu knot. Little FYI, these are Loc Extensions, and if you're curious as to how I created them and installed them, check the description box for the links to the videos.
So guys, I literally just timed myself and it took me 3 minutes just to do that. So now we're gonna move into our next step. Once you have your front twisted out of the way, you should have a little bit of slack if you used an oversized hair scrunchie. So I have a little bit of slack. All I'm gonna do is take my hair and I'm gonna push it back. And because I twisted them in kind of little circles, once I pull it back, all I have to do is just tap and then it will lay flat. Then what I'm gonna do is just tuck what wasn't in that ponytail already. This is an arm workout. Now, you're more than welcome to leave your ponytail here, but for me, I don't like a lot of hair on me, so I'm gonna go ahead and create this into a cute little knot bun on the top of my head. So first things I like to do is split it in half, twist one side over, and then I'm going to overlap the other side and twist over. What this does is it secures all of the hair that I have, and then my rubber band just does the rest for me. But I do go and I tuck. So tuck, 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 tuck. I'm pretty satisfied with my bun. So I'm gonna take another headband. You always wanna use an extra long headband because they're more secure. I'm gonna loop it around, secure it, and loop it around one more time. They do get you a little bit more give. Smaller ones will pop on you very quickly. And then once I have that, I just go through and I tuck. I tuck anything that I need. Also, you wanna make sure that you're using separate rubber bands so that way your bun is not too tight and you don't feel as though it's giving you a headache. And we just tuck. Tuck, tuck, tuck. I'm happy. Now, before we move on to our makeup, we're gonna take a little head cover. I like to use this so that way I don't get makeup on my hairline that I just laid. And sometimes you can take a little bit of extra gel just to secure any flyaways. If you wanna lay your baby hairs, I want it to be off of my face because I will be doing makeup. I'm gonna secure this. And now we're ready to get into this face. I am gonna start off with my moisturizer. So I will be using the Ultra Calming Serum that's concentrated by Dermalogica, and it's part of their Ultra Calming line. Before I do place this on my face, because I've been touching my hair, I have washed my hands prior to. I'm gonna be taking literally a dime size, rubbing in my hands, and then applying it to my face. For today's look, we're gonna keep it very simple because again, we are working from home. So not really focusing on setting my makeup or doing a heavy contour, but still looking great and highlighting features, but it's not gonna take me half the time. But we're gonna hop right into foundation. And the foundation of choice is gonna be my Clinique, which is Beyond Perfecting. My shade is the WN82, and it's a latte and it's medium. I really like this foundation because it has really soft coverage. I like that it doesn't feel like I have anything on my face. And I like that it kind of accents all of my undertones. I do have psoriasis, so I like that it is gentle on the face and it really does focus on skincare. But I also like that the applicator is almost similar to like a brush, but it does have full coverage. So I didn't even go and conceal any dark spots that I have. I'll be using my Real Techniques brush, which is a buffing brush, and it's great for just all over face coverage. So I wouldn't be me if I didn't do a little bit of a contour, because I do like to etch out a little bit of a face, even if I'm keeping it pretty natural. But today I'm gonna be using a little miniature size from Morphe, and it is their bronzer, and it's, I wanna say their medium shade. But I'll be using just this with the brush just to kind of get a little bit of a contour going, because again, I want to keep this nice and simple, but I do want it to look as though I'm doing a little bit more. And guess what, you guys, we're already halfway through the face. So the next place that we're going to go to is going to be concealing and correcting. So today I'm just gonna be using one of my favorite concealers, which is from Juvia's place, and it's their liquid concealer. I do like to let my concealer dry down a little bit. If you are having issues with your concealer moving or creasing or not really giving you full coverage, sometimes you do need to let it dry just a little bit so that way it can have a little bit of tackiness before you start to move it around. Now that I have let it dry a little bit, I'm gonna go in. You're more than welcome to use a wet sponge. Sometimes using a wet sponge allows the product to move a little bit nicer, and it kind of lays and absorbs into the skin a little bit better. But I'm just gonna be using a brush because I do still want a little bit of full coverage, and I just love my Real Techniques brush. So this is the setting brush, and it's very soft, very fluffy. It is time for me to clean my brushes. But I will be using this underneath the eye because it's nice and soft, and I like that it's not gonna put pressure on those areas, but it spreads out the product very nicely. Now, believe it or not, these brows are gonna be super simple, but you'll need your concealer that you use for underneath the eye, a flat brush, that way you're able to cover a good surface amount when we're cleaning up, a nice brow pencil or brow pomade, whatever works for you. And one of my favorite go-tos is gonna be my Anastasia Beverly Hills number 12 brush. It's great because it has a small fine tip, but it's angled at the top. And then it also has a nice dense spoolie, so I'm able to brush out my brows. So first thing I'm gonna do is brush these brows out so I can see where they're possibly scarce. I do like to do my brows last when I'm doing an everyday face or something that's gonna be super simple. Today I'll be using the Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit, my favorite. And then the color is gonna be shade number 4. You guys, I am almost out of this, so please bear with me. I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna do this brow, and then you'll just do the opposite brow to finish. So a little hot tip, when you are done with your brows, if you feel like the front is a little bit too bold, just take your brush that you use for underneath your eyes to conceal, just to kind of pat the front. And what it's gonna do, it's just gonna ombre it out. It's gonna just feather it out and soften it. So you are more than welcome to leave your look here. The best thing that I could say is use a translucent setting powder to set everything. And if you wanted to add a little bit of mascara, one of my favorites is the mashup between Dry Bar, and it is their lash blowout. I love it for my upper and my lower lashes, so this stuff is awesome. But knowing me, I can't just leave it here. So if I had to add on to this look, I would do a quick little highlight or blush and a set of lashes. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do that now, but you're more than welcome to keep your look at this point. But stay tuned if you wanna see this whole look wrapped up all in one. So the last thing that we're gonna do is do a quick little lip. So I'll be using a nude with a little bit of lip gloss. And all I'm doing and there you have it, a cute little look for working from home. My hair looks good, face looks presentable, and I am ready to get to work. Thank you guys for tuning into my video. And if you love something about the video, definitely make sure that you drop a comment. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you guys next time.